Situated south of the UK's Lake District, in the picturesque hills of Stainton near Kendal, Willows Way Stud is a family-run business with a passion for traditional gypsy cobs. Hilary Waterhouse and her daughter Jo Grassing have been breeding these gentle animals since 2013 and take great pride in the horses they have produced.
Predominantly we have traditional gypsy cobs, but we also breed Highlands and coloured sport horses, but the gypsy cob is the predominant part of our stud. My relationship with the gypsy cobs probably started from about when I was 3 years old, and my granddad had a gypsy cob called Lucy, and he would take me out for little rides on the back of the cob, holding on to me and leading the cob, and yeah, that's where my love of horses began really.
I love the gypsy cobs for so many reasons. I think one of the main things is just their sort of versatility and the ability that they're just so versatile for the whole family. Whether it's my little niece that's riding them, it's me, my mum. My grandma doesn't ride, but if she did, I'm sure she'd be safe on them. They're just so versatile, and yeah, you can't not love them for that. We try and keep them sort of as naturally as possible. Their feather, as you can see, we just leave, we don't do anything with. We allow the sort of natural oils just to look after themselves really.
We particularly have some of the oldest gypsy cob bloodlines in the country. We breed for the UK market, but also we breed and send out horses to Canada, USA, Eastern Europe, Kazakhstan.
So this is SD Beautiful, known as Big M at home. She's currently in foal to our stallion Too Smart, but she's actually heading out to Canada very shortly to a new stud over there that are importing her to join their herd.
Gypsy cobs originally come from the British Isles, so that's UK, Ireland. They're traditional Romany gypsy horses, known either as gypsy cobs, gypsy vanners. Some people just call them cobs, but they're a very particular breed. You can see, you know, when you look at them, their feather, their mane, tail, they're loved internationally now. I think the breed in general, it's been an uphill struggle for the showing world to show those horses, because it's almost been frowned upon maybe and looked upon as you know, as a cart horse, and its popularity has just gone from strength to strength.
Too Smart is our foundation stallion here at Willows Way Stud. He's an old boy now, he's 19 years old, and we've owned him for a long time, around 14 years-ish. In my opinion, Thomas here holds a lot of the key values that we'd like to see in a true to type traditional gypsy cob. Starting at the top, he has a lovely small head, pretty, you know, very pretty, small petite ears. He's got a lovely length of rein, a nice 90-degree angle of the shoulder, big powerful chest, a nice angle of the hock, and then the feather, which a lot of people love to see, straight and silky and just how it should be. He's been a massive part of my life and obviously my teenage years, and last year he actually accompanied me to my wedding day, and I had the opportunity to ride in on him, and he gave me away to my dad at the top of the aisle. So yeah, that was really lovely.
So we've got two fillies here, by father and son actually. So this filly's by Too Smart, and by his son, the filly here, is by Willows Way Lawbreaker, his son. So these are two fillies we've retained for our programme to do a bit of showing with, and then some breeding later on.
So the breeding's obviously a key part of what we do here at the stud. The foaling is predominantly done by my mum and myself. Long nights, long days, but yeah, we absolutely love it. Caitlin is the yard groom here at Willows Way. She's a massive asset to the team here, you know, helping us with the day-to-day jobs. I would really sort of be lost without her. This is Hermits Metallica, known at home as Matty. He's one of our young stallions. He's particularly special because he's double dilute, So he carries 2 copies of the cream gene, which makes him a bit special, but makes him very hard to care for because he is filthy all the time. His colouring doesn't make for staying nice and clean, so he requires a lot of maintenance and a lot of upkeep to keep him looking that bit extra special. From winter to summer, they can look very much like different horses. They could go from grubby bog monsters with filthy feather to, lush, long, straight silky feather, gleaming summer coats once their coats fall out, and the mane's just looking fabulous. So yeah, you really have to see them in both summer and winter to appreciate the breed. Carl is someone that I've known for quite a few years. He previously worked for us here at Willows Way Stud. He actually moved down from Derbyshire to work with us here before going on to set up his own business. I'm expecting my first baby in March, so Carl's helping us out and getting the horses prepped and ready for competition whilst I can't.
Bandit is a 5-year-old traditional gypsy cob stallion. He's been with me for probably just under 2 months now. He's come for some training, ready for his preparation for his grading in the spring. Hopefully then we're going to go on and show him over the show season and then go from there. He's doing really, really well, really pleased with him. He doesn't ride like riding a 5-year-old, he feels like he's been here before. I'm looking for quality in a gypsy cob. I want something with some presence, something that catches your eye when you're going around the ring. I find him really amenable to ride, willing to train, willing to learn. Yeah, he's doing really well, really pleased with him.
It's been so fabulous to see Bandit being ridden by Carl today. He's just coming on leaps and bounds, and a real sense of pride as well, having him, being homebred, him getting to this stage now. He looks great all round, his shape is really starting to develop now. He's light on his feet, his movement's looking fantastic, and he just looks an absolute picture of health. My hopes for Bandit this year are that he goes and grades under saddle with the Traditional Gypsy Cob Association and also the Coloured Horse and Pony Society, and then makes a really good start in his novice riding career and hopefully aim for a few qualifiers for the Horse of the Year show.